Okay. Now,
but your bank card holders can also go in your wallet.
Yes, that's what I said. Your wallet could serve for, money, cash, and the card holders at the same time, if you really want it to be all in the same place. Sometimes people don't like bringing out certain cards in the wallet at the same time. They like to keep some special cards separate so that they keep the local ones in one place, There's another thing I would say too, without a doubt. Sometimes you never can tell. You might just need an extra pair of cufflinks. So I always say, have a little container that has some spare cufflinks. You never know where you might need them. You're just keeping prepared, right, all the time. And even
this woman must have been a girl guide when she was young.
And I always say, this is something I know is absent in a lot of men's bags, purses, whatever it may be. It is a mini, yes. Toiletry bag. Now, when I say toiletry bag, it has the basics that you will always need. Of course, you're going to need a comb once in a while. All right? If you have hair.
If you have hair, right.
If you have hair. Once in a while, you might need a small moisturizer, okay? And it always comes handy. Yep, when they wash their hands, okay? It's not compulsory. Sometimes you might need a shoe polish, a shine. Once in a while, you've gone into a place that's really dusty, and this is just a mobile shoe polish, all right? They'll
tell you, oh, I can leave that in the car.
Yeah, this is going to be left, inside you're not going to be carrying your briefcase everywhere, so you tuck it inside somewhere. Sometimes, a spare toothbrush comes in handy. And I can tell you that a lot of men find this very handy, a spare toothbrush, yes. Why?
Janet,
because sometimes you're speaking for a long... Yes.
Or the mint.
Or the mint, yes. But sometimes some men find that
fresh breath.
They find that they speak for a long time, and sometimes their mouth gets a bit dry, and they do tend to want to brush their teeth. And like you said, yes, mint can also serve, or mouth spray can also definitely serve the purpose. But it's just a little toiletry bag that you might not need all the time, but sometimes, once in a while, you just have it in handy. It's got your lip balm as well, depends on where you are coming from, all right? And then your lip cream, your hand moisturizer, yes.
Neota, lip balm.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're in winter, yes.
Absolutely. You never
in
can
winter.
But if you're in Lagos, certainly not.
No, but again, you see, we're talking to... And sometimes you might not need it now, but because you have it in your briefcase and you've traveled to a place where, wow, it's cold, it's already there. You're not looking around for it, And some people might even tell you, why don't you get the small size umbrella? Just for whatever, just a small umbrella, foldable umbrella. Keep it at the bottom of your bag. You don't need it all the time, but you never can tell when you need these things. And the truth of the matter is that you're just getting prepared for anything.
These things work.
They do,
this
absolutely.
Small, like this mini
toiletry bag. Yes.
It works. I do remember one of those days. We actually came to work, and we needed to travel. It was like
without getting home.
Without getting home. So that is one of us. I didn't have it, but one of us had that kind of bag in the car. So as we're moving, the rest of us were thinking, oh, we have to buy this, we have to buy that. He just went to his car, picked it up, and
went to freshen up. You see, that's why I said you never can tell when you will need all these items, and it just prepares you to be a leader. You're just
ever ready.
Ever ready. Always ever ready. And with briefcases, once again, to get one that is durable. Most of these briefcases have been around in my house for ages, and I just pick the one that is suitable. Depends on what I'm carrying. Sometimes I don't want to carry too many things, and I don't want to carry a very big case. I just take a small one that's convenient for the day, and it really does work, And for everybody in my house, even my son too, he takes one to work as well. So it's really about just being prepared and having the right things inside. Now, you don't want to have odd things. You don't want to have food. You don't want to have drink. You don't want to have water inside your briefcase. It's just going to weigh it down, and it's not necessary inside your bag anyway. But it's compact. Even newspapers, magazines, books that you're reading. You're in go-slow and you want to have a book to read. You've got it tucked inside your briefcase, so you're ever ready to go.
And Janet, more and more, I seem to be seeing fewer women carrying briefcases. It was, well, when I was a young graduate, it was in for us to carry briefcases.
Yes. Well, next week we'll talk about handbag etiquette. But the truth is, they don't like to carry a handbag and a briefcase because it is actually, it's cumbersome.
In those days, it was in.
It was. But, I mean, for a lot of us that have files and things, important documents, we still carry that briefcase. And normally it's one of those that has wheels, that somebody's carrying that one. You just put it aside with your, you don't carry it along with your handbag, but it's somewhere in your car, so you can access documents at any point in time. A normal woman, a professional woman, would not like to walk into a meeting with a big, gigantic bag. It doesn't look decent. So sometimes you see them carrying a leather folder or a big handbag that actually is compact enough to carry a lot more things.
Okay, so Lebuki,
yes.
Oyeboade says, Janet,
yes.
Are you saying there's nothing wrong with professionals carrying backpacks? It looks very funny when people wear suits and carry backpacks.
I didn't say there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't look professional. But people are doing it, you know. It's trendy for them.
People.
The millennials are doing it. Lots of millennials internationally prefer the backpack because they can walk smarter, they can walk faster, they don't have anything to worry. Their hands are free to do a lot of things. Yeah. I'm not going to say that it is bad. I'm just saying that that's a trend some people follow. And guess what? I really do think you have to go with what is convenient for you. You know, it exists now. We can't rule it out. And sometimes you follow the trend that suits you the most. And so, what are you carrying, you know?
No, okay, hold on. I need to get this clear.
Yes.
Trends versus comfortability.
Don't follow. You know what? I always say, fashion comes and goes. Style is eternal. Follow your own style. All right? So trends are fashion. They will come and they will go. So pick the one that suits you, that's more convenient for you. You know, even when you travel, some people prefer to have that big, mighty backpack rather than a suitcase. You know, it depends on what their style is. But I'm saying that as a professional...
My son would rather travel with a backpack than a suitcase.
So, but I would say up-and-coming professionals would really go for a good, decent, high-quality briefcase.
Hold on. So now, I do know a young man who I saw him at the airport.
Right.
And he was about to board the plane. He had something like this, and he had something like that.
Right.
So the question is it necessary to have this two? I mean, if that bag, that suitcase is created with space for the laptop, so what's wrong with just putting everything in there and then?
Well, now that you mentioned traveling, you know, sometimes, because most of the time you see when you get to the security point, you have to bring out your laptop or you have to bring out your iPad. And sometimes people don't like burying themselves inside their suitcase, so they really want to have it ready to go. So they have a smaller bag on top of this briefcase with the laptop, with the iPad. Even when they get on the plane, for instance, they want to have a place where they can conveniently bring it out and put it back in without having to open the big one and have to start digging in, because sometimes it's inconvenient as well. You know, when you're going, bring out your laptops, bring out your iPads. They just want to have it most convenient. And it depends too. Maybe his bag is full with a lot of other documents. Some people, because they don't want to carry things, they actually throw in an overnight wear in that bag, so it fills it up, and then they keep the laptop separate. So some people actually use it to throw in overnight clothing as well.
And that's also in case your suitcase doesn't arrive.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. There you go. Because then again, it's big, it's spacious. What are you putting inside it? Everything has to be relevant for you. Right. Yes. How big is your briefcase?
Something like this.
Right. There you go.
Something like that. I used to carry a knapsack, but sometimes it gets heavy. So I said, okay. I actually alternate a knapsack or...
Depends on what you're carrying to work that day, isn't it?
But it depends on how I feel. More like how I feel. The
laptop is coming to work anyway.
The laptop's coming to work, so
it's coming to work.
Might as well just be comfortable.
I think it's a good idea. And even if you don't want a briefcase and you have a very good compact laptop holder, the laptop holder actually has compartments where you can put other things inside, even down to your cards, your pens. It has little compartments where it serves you all. It's an all-in-one laptop bag and a mini briefcase, so to say. So that also works, and it's actually smaller and more compact and convenient to carry, you know.
So comfort first, says Janet.
Yeah, definitely comfort. Yeah, definitely comfort first, and convenience. And then it has to fit all your documents as well.
Thank you, Janet.
Talking about briefcase.
Right. So that's it for Janet today. all the various types of briefcases.
But I do think you should find an opportunity to have most of the items that I mentioned today in your briefcase, because at some point in time, you're going to need most of those items, rather than carrying a separate bag.
That briefcase is going to be kind of large, isn't it?
No, actually, not really.
Okay.
Are you listening?
I heard.
Good.
Yeah.
Janet.
Look at this one. It's quite small.
That looks like a lady's handbag.
No, it isn't. It's a mini bag for men, actually. Can fit your laptop, can fit quite a lot of things inside. There you go.
All right, Janet Adetu, etiquette coach.
Thank you very much for having me.
Briefcase. Thank you, Janet.
You're welcome.
We look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you very much, Auntie.
And meanwhile, we'll be right back for the home stretch. Don't go away.
I'm looking at the back.